All right, hello everyone, welcome back to Adora Perfect Pups, and today we have a chocolate Cavalier litter for you. Actually, we have two of them, and these are all chocolate, so a true chocolate litter here for you. So starting out, we actually have two litters, like I said. This is Cherrie's litter here, these two, and then we have Choco Latte over here, these three, and they are both litters were sired by Creme Brulee. And this little one wants out. Yeah, you're moving, aren't you? So, yeah. So we'll start with, I guess, do you want to start with, we can start with chocolates? Or you want to? Yeah, yeah. So you have a male there, right? This is the male. Yep, and that is Lewis.
This is Lewis. So Lattes Litter is all L's, right? This is Mr. Lewis. He is a beautiful little fella, and one of the most striking details from Creme Brulee is this blocky face. So if you happen to look at his photos underneath the litter, or underneath their pictures, I guess is where it'll be now, since we took photos today, you can see that structure on him, and he sires beautiful puppies, beautiful. So we're pretty excited about both of these litters and watching them develop. We're cresting about 5 weeks, right? 3-8? Yep. About 5 weeks. So these little ones are doing really well. You can see how lovely they are and how well fed they are.
Chocolates were born on 3/10 and Cherries were on 3/8. Right. So they're 2 days difference. Yeah.
So along the way we've been introducing them together. So kind of in my mind they are moving in their development together. But clearly two separate litters. So this is our little male in the litter from her. Mr. Lewis.
And they are microchips, so I'm just going to double check real quick on these two. There it is. Okay, 80. And this is Lucy. So this little one is Lucy. And the females, I think, in this litter, so this is Lucy and we have Lexi. The two females are definitely bigger, I think, than Lewis is. And they actually even more, I think, have the rounder face here. Yep. And they're pretty much identical. I mean, as far as looks, they're pretty much identical. Angie, you got a better vantage point. Are they faces any more round or?
This one seems to have just a little bit more stronger. However, her head was lifted up just a smidge. She was trying to show off. So
they're very, very similar. If anything, Lexi maybe just has a little bit more of a square blocky head on her, but as far as
Lexi over here.
Yeah, this is Lexi in my hand here. Left hand.
Yeah.
You're right. So, but yeah, very, very beautiful chocolate and tan puppies. And the purpose of this video again is one of the purposes of this video is also to help the folks on our list, the reservation list, make a choice. So we are going to try to go in depth as much as we can to help them make their choice, especially on two like this that are pretty much the exact same. And they have a very similar temperament. They're very laid back right now at this point. Cherrie's too had definitely a little bit more active. They stood up a little bit straighter in the photography in the pictures, and this male Lewis too, he had a little bit more, sat up a little bit more too. So just holding them, they're probably right around what, 3 to 4 pounds or so. And we'll maybe try to get some weights here, maybe after we're done shooting the video, that I can have that information for you if you'd like. But yeah, so this again, now I forget who I gave you.
I have Lexi.
You've got Lexi. Okay, so I got Lucy. Just making sure we don't have any mistakes. So this is Lucy again.
Going forward, we'll have to label them somehow. We'll have to give them. We don't often have them.
Sometimes you can put little.
Yeah, I can dress them up.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
put a color, different color.
They're microchip now, so we're set. But yeah, we get to dress up and put pretty little bows on you.
So that is Choco Latte and Creme Brulee's litter.
Hello.
And next we have Cherrie's.
His little tail.
Yeah, he's a happy little guy.
Yes, you are.
Yeah.
Spin you around here.
Yeah.
Show off this way.
And these will be easy because we have a male and a female here, and they have different coloration to them as well. So
the female's larger.
Yep.
Right?
Yep. She's a little bit larger. Let me check who I've got.
She has been since birth.
Yep. So this is the female here. This is Cindy.
So these are C's. Whoa!
Yeah. This is Cindy, and then this is Cody. And Cody's a little bit more slender. He's got a little bit more chocolate though, or solid chocolate coloring on his back there. And both of these are still available. So if you're watching this video, we don't have any selections on this list. So both of these will be available. if you are interested. So these are these guys, and this is, yeah, so I'll hold Cindy a little bit here. They've been a little bit stronger, a little bit, maybe a little bit slightly ahead on development. They are 2 days older, so that can help a little bit. Yeah, so here's Cindy. She's got that nice nose and nice face on her. You want to hold her?
Yeah.
Are you going to work on her nails?
Yeah.
And then this is little
Multitasker.
Cody. He's got a cute little white dot right above his tail, right on his rump. I think that's kind of cute.
Like I have families ask me how often to trim nails, so I tell them about every 10 days.
Okay.
So we do it for conditioning here. I also do it for health of the mom and health of the pups. I don't want any eyes scratched. I don't want any skin opened up just because of nails. And this is conditioning, getting them ready for adulthood. And you can see that they're used to it, right? Because they don't really fight it. We just sit here and pop them right off. Yes, we do.
So this is Cody that I'm holding. And you know, guys, we appreciate all of you watching and following along. Anything special about the chocolate? I mean, the chocolate color is definitely more rare. It's not as widely available in the Cavalier world. But our chocolate, we've had a lot of interest in the chocolate and tan coloration the most probably right now. Most folks are looking for that. When I talk to them about the chocolate Cavalier, so that's a very striking, very unique color. And the tries here are also very, very cool, and just a beautiful color. So they are purebred Cavaliers. They're AKC registered. You know, we'll provide all the vaccination records and stuff along with them as well as the registration. And all that stuff comes along with these puppies.
Talk a little bit about delivery, what our delivery options are.
Yeah. So, you know, we appreciate you guys sticking with us in the video here. We'll keep talking. You know, we'll cover more details. Yeah, our delivery service. Basically, I kind of handle everything for you, getting it scheduled and setting that up. We have available a ground option delivery. It's actually a pet delivery service. They specialize in that. And they go anywhere from, they don't go all the way up into Maine. There's kind of a cutoff point, kind of a southern Maine where they'll stop, where would need to schedule a flight. But pretty much all the way from southern Maine down to Florida, they cover all those states on the eastern part of the United States. We do ground, that's within, they can do that drive within 24 hours. And so that's important. We want to get the puppy there as quickly and safely and with least amount of stress as possible. So that is definitely an option. And most times they can meet you right at your door. So they'll bring the puppy right to your home and can meet you right to your home. So that is option one. Option two, we also have a flight nanny that we work with. And she does a wonderful job. She has, I think, 2 or 3 people that help her and assist her with that. But basically a flight nanny is they will actually take the puppy with them in a soft-sided carrier. They'll take them on the airplane with them in the cabin, and they'll have them with them the whole time. And then they'll meet you at your nearest major airport at the baggage claim area. There's no additional paperwork or anything major that is needed for that. There's a fee, obviously. And one thing that's a little bit more unique with our flight nanny is that she actually buys a ticket. And this is definitely a piece of information to remember if you're considering flying a puppy, having a flight nanny is that if our flight nanny will actually buy a ticket. And the reason that's important is because there are some flight nannies, and there's nothing wrong with it. It's just a different process. Yeah, I would say this is a better
standby. Where ours
so this is our flight nanny will actually buy a ticket. It's a guaranteed flight. I mean, obviously they can cancel flights, but that's out of our control. Most nannies will fly standby, and they do that because it's cheaper, which is definitely okay. But then there are cases where you may not get your puppy on the day that was planned, or there might be a delay. And that kind of thing. So,
or the plane has enough animals on it, and then that one gets.
And it could be a case like us. You know, we're about an hour and a half, 2 hours away from our major airport. So by the time we take the puppy up, bring it back, maybe go try the next day, it just adds a lot more stress. So we definitely, if you can, we love to use our flight nanny that buys a ticket, and we know it's definitely more of a sure thing, and we're not kind of guessing or trying to play the game a little bit and get it a little bit cheaper. And like I said, there's nothing wrong with it. It's just, everybody has their preference, but we like to kind of have a little bit more of a sure thing, knowing what we're going to have. So But yeah, that's kind of the two options. Third option is obviously you can come and meet Angie at her home and pick up your puppy if it's available. We do that by appointment only, and for folks that have made a reservation or made a deposit, that is available for those folks. So if you've made a reservation or a deposit, that is definitely an available option to come meet Angie, to either pick out your puppy or pick up your puppy when that time comes. So we definitely appreciate all of our past clients that we've been working with over the last year or so, and we look forward to working with anyone also in the future. So. Yeah, anything to add to that? I think
the fourth option would be if anybody would fly in.
Sure, yeah,
so
yeah, good point.
Cars and come to us, but we also have the option to have a service, take your puppy and meet you at the airport.
Yeah, so we can meet, we have somebody that would be willing to meet you at an airport. So if you, our nearest major airport is Cleveland Hopkins. So if you fly into that airport, we could have someone meet you at the airport during your layover, and then you can fly back home with your puppy. So that is another option. So, yeah. And right now we don't really have a good option for exporting. So if you're in Canada or Mexico or or even a European or wherever you are, state or a country, right now we don't have a good option for that. So that is unfortunately not available unless you would somehow coordinate that yourself. We could definitely meet you at an airport or somewhere, and you would be able to do that. But right now we don't have the option to do that. But if you're willing to put the time in to work and do that, we could definitely work with you on that. So
for sure.
Yeah.
Yep.
So yeah.
Thank you for covering that.
Yeah. So thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Again, our website is adoraperfectpups.com. You can follow along here on our YouTube channel or Instagram as well.